Good morning, it's Angus Levy for Binary Option Networking. It's the 27th of November. We have a couple of signals already. And let's see what we think looks best. I like the look of GU at the moment, GU, and also EG, but that's gone back above. We'll keep an eye on this GU, get GU ready. Yep, taking it. Just a bit slow. Okay, it's decided to go back up. So I go up to 58 this time. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. I'm wondering, shall I leave it in fact? Although it is quite high, or should we go for one of the others? That's below. No, I think I'll enter again. Oh, might not need to. Okay, re-entering. Oh, and it showed as a win on here. That's not a good sign. So we'll see. If I lose this one, I might not carry on, because it officially won on that, and I lost probably because, yeah, I was 1 second out on my entry. So that's probably why I lost in the last second. 107. Let's see, what did it come in at? 003. I was 6 out according to that. Come on, go down. I'm tied at the moment. Now we're winning. 2, 1. Okay, 1. Excellent. Bit of movement coming into Euro USD at last. Good morning, Brian, Ed, Lisa, Michael, Razvan. You are very welcome. Hold on, Michael. Those are very small little movements, though. Just want to magnify that up a bit. Oh no, 6 pipettes. Yeah, it doesn't look as good as yesterday. Yesterday was more like the good old days. I might try one compounding and just see how it goes, but I'm not going to compound if the signals are, like 3 and 4 entries before a winner. It's just not good. Might get a signal here from AU shortly. Oh, it's gone back up. UJ's UJ is under the just coming above the 5, so it's probably going to be in a breakout. So we will be very careful about UJ for the moment until it goes above the 8. I won't take UJ. You can prepare the UJ platform, but I'm not going to take it at the moment. I'm just going to watch it. There it goes above the 8 now. I might take an entry after this because this is already weakening. The RSI is up high, pretty high here. This is starting to weaken. So yeah, I probably will enter. But be prepared to have to go a couple of times more. Sugar. Look at that. One in the last few seconds. Okay. That's a pity. But at the same time, we were following our rules. It was wise not to enter while it was just coming out from the 5 to the 8. That literally only one in the last few seconds. It could have stayed down. Okay. Euro GBP. Yeah, that's looking good for a put. As long as it stays up. Yeah, I'm beginning to not like it again now. Sorry. The reason I was beginning not to like it was okay when it was up here, but then when it retraced again, it's sort of again in that middle Bollinger zone. So I was just feeling uncomfortable about it. If you took it, great. You're going to win. Okay, to find gold, you go to View, then down to Symbols, and then scroll down here, Commodities. There's your gold, VAR, XAU USD is gold. Did anyone take Euro GBP? Well done, Ed. Good man. Yeah, well, I'm just being, as you can see, being just pretty cautious this morning. Well done, Lisa. Yeah. You just need a signal from it now. USD CHF is sort of hovering around the 5. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm okay with Euro USD at the moment. It dipped down here, but then it did come up. I would judge that as being its sort of breakout, but it could break out again. But it seems to be channeling quite nicely at the moment. Just hasn't given a signal for a while. It's been nearly half an hour, is it? Yeah. GU could potentially give us a signal in the next few minutes. How did you all fare out yesterday? Were you happy with how you got on? When we came back on at midday, I just did not like the market at all. It was everything was below the 5 on the Bollinger Bandwidth, and there's no point in sitting around. But I did come back later on when it had improved. I think I took 3 or 4 trades. After we finished yesterday, I did take 1 trade just to prove to myself was I right or wrong, and I was right because I had to go 3 deep to win it back. So I was happy I decided not to trade live. Good morning, Emmanuel. I didn't see you there earlier. You're welcome. Today being Black Friday, of course, it's more or less a holiday in the US as well today. Keep an eye on USD CHF. Tipping off the 100. You see, yeah, there it goes through it. Back again. I'd like to see it blast up past it. If it doesn't go up past it by the end of the minute, it may well retrace in the following candle. That is not an instruction to take the trade, though. It's just an observation. Well, it's decided to do it now. Quite often when you see the candle fail to, it may, if it goes through it and then comes back down and fails to go back through it again, very often it'll just retrace, especially on the 100. See, it hit it on this one, came back down, went back up, hit it, briefly breached it, came back down, wasn't able to go back up and breach it again, and therefore the bears took over and pulled it back down. Oh, it could be one of those very slow mornings for us guys. Okay. AU. It's an in-between one, guys. If you want to take it, I'll chance it on 44. What was I doing? I was very late. I think I'm still half asleep. Has our chart frozen? Mine has. What about the rest of you? My platform is working fine. My chart is frozen. Well, there it goes again. Okay. It's can the rest of you just check your Michael's, who's in Ireland as well, his and mine are frozen. What about the rest of you? Are your charts frozen or are they going? Just want to check if it's a local problem or not. Okay. I took that thinking we were at the end of the minute, probably being confused by the way it froze, but I actually won. More by accident than design, I think. We'll see if it unfreezes. Okay. I don't think it's the same problem we were having on Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, because the actual binary platform is still working. So I think it's a different problem. But it's a bummer if we can't trade. It's too early for me to phone the guys in ETX to find out. Let me see, I'll just close this down. And see, I have another MT4, but I don't have the, don't think I have the signals loaded up on it. I'll just try. I might have one of my very old ones, yeah, it's looking for my login and all of that sort of stuff. It's frozen too. Yeah, so it's the guys at MT4 have the problem, not it's not ETX. So I could sing you a song again. Hmm. If any of the rest of you have another MT4 platform, will you just test it out and see if it's working as well? Because we are blind at the moment. This is there's a signal coming in, but it's not passing any data at all. It's just the connection is stuck solid. And who knows when this will sort itself out. Hey Dave, welcome. You have a problem with MT4. We'll give it another few minutes and see what happens. I'll just have a go and see if Will is in. No. Guys, I'm not expecting you to hang around if you have other things to do, because who knows when this will sort itself out. This is quite a long downtime, actually. Normally when they freeze and hang like this, it's only for a minute or two. And what time is it? 20 past, 17 minutes past, so it's now 6 minutes. Has anyone found the Bollinger Bandwidth has saved them from entering poor trades yet? Have you found it? Have you found it worth having? Is basically what I'm asking. I certainly think it's worth having. Hey, Steph. We're stuck at the moment. Unfortunately, we've no MT4. It's frozen. But I checked my other MT4 and it was frozen too. So yeah, good. Yeah, I think it's worth having, definitely. We'll keep it. The ADX I'm still getting to grips with. I'll be honest, I haven't spent the time necessary to really understand it. I like following I use the blue line a lot to let me just expand, to just give me an idea of the strength of the present trend. So for example, when I see it, up around the 90 or higher, I feel comfortable that, if there is a signal that, yeah, it's overextended, it's probably going to reverse now. So I use it a lot for that. And you can also, when you have a crossover, you can see where there's, the trend is taking over. Or whether it's weak when it comes back down again. I use it also to tell me when, for example, where was it? I can't remember now. There was one signal anyway, and you remember I said, yeah, this is weakening, because I could see the silver line starting to come back down, and was it the silver or the green? I can't remember which. But anyway, I felt it was weakening, and with that, the candle won. It was here. It was here. It was here. I could see it starting to go down, and I said, right, we'll take it. Also notice when there's a crossover between the bandwidth and the whichever is the trending line, may also be something to watch out for. For example, here there's a crossover. Okay, that was more or less telling us that it was going in. It was going in, and it did. It trended all the way down to here. So that's something else just to keep an eye on and see whether it is. See here, there was a crossover between the yellow line and the bears, and then it went up, 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 and there was a crossover here between the bulls and the bears, and it went down. So it may or may not have anything to do with it, but it may be worth keeping an eye on. Oh, look, I'm sorry, I just don't have any idea, Steph, what's up with it, and we'll give it another couple of minutes, and if it doesn't come back, we'll have waited for nearly 15 minutes, and we'll give it up then. There's no point just hanging around for nothing. I will come back at midday and have another look at it with you guys. I mean, if you see it come back and the market looks good in the meantime, give me a shout. Message me, and if I'm available, I'll come on and we'll do some more trading together. Okay, Michael, thanks. Have a good weekend. I'm not even going to bother uploading what we've done. There's no point, because we only traded for such a short time and only took really one trade. I did take this one and won, but to be honest, I'm not. I took it at the wrong time. I did everything wrong. It didn't shift on mine. Oh yeah, hold on, there was 1 kilobyte of info, but it didn't even change the clock. Well, Steph, ADX is a standard one. It's not one you need to download or anything. It's there in the system. So you just go to hold on a second. If you go into your navigator, okay, it's the very first indicator. There you go. That's it. That's your ADX. And all you do is you can change the colors if you wish. You can put in levels such as 90 and 10 if you want. Change the period to 5 on parameters, and that's it. I'm presuming you already have the Bollinger Bandwidth one. Or you think so, or you know so, because if you have it, you'll see it in your thing here. Have you just not? This is the Bollinger Bandwidth, this one, with the 2 lines, one at 0005 and one at 0008. Look, I'll hold on a second. I'll add it in again to Skype, okay? And you can just download it there if you don't have it already. There you go. So just download that if you don't have it. And when you open it up, the only thing you have to do is set the levels. So it's 0.0005 and one at 0.0008. Did it load up? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, guys. Nothing happening. Let me give one more call to see if Will is in the office yet. He said he normally is in at past. I think I can see from here already you haven't got it loaded, Steph. No. No, they're not in. They're not open yet. Yeah, you haven't got the Bollinger Bandwidth installed. So you can either install it in Value Chart, or if you want to add in ADX, install it there. I've got it in both. I don't need it in both. I just I was just sort of testing out which I prefer to see it in. Yeah, that's the one for breakout warning. And basically the way it works, when you see it go below, I'll do this again because it's no harm. When you see it go below 5, it's normally a warning of potential breakout. And when it comes back above 5, we don't take any trades until it actually reaches the 8 level. Okay? So in this case, you'd enter here. This would be your first entry. So you go 1, 2, 3, win, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take another example here. So it came below the 5, we would have ignored these signals. Okay, came up to the 8. We wouldn't have taken anything because once it's past the 8, there was no more signals until here. That was a borderline signal there, just on 1.25, but it would have been okay to win. Goes below the 5 again, so we'd have ignored this one. Yeah, and the next time we'd have been okay to enter would have been here. Let's see if we can find any other breakouts. Here we go. So here's a good example. It's below the 5. You do not enter. Okay. It actually didn't breach it until the winning trade, in fairness. So we wouldn't have been able to take that. But what it did do at the same time is it protected us from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going in at a 6th entry. You know, why put ourselves under that stress? So it is good. So below 5, don't bother taking trades on that pair. That's what I'm saying. Now, you know, there will be winning trades. It's not that, you know, they're no good. It's just all it's saying is that there is potential of breakout below this level, such as here. And you know, I'd rather miss a whole pile of reasonable trades than get caught in one 6er or 7er. So that's the way I am. Okay, look, it's 20 minutes now, guys. I think it's obviously a bigger problem than it did move again for a second. The clock is moving. Something's happening here. Okay, well, basically, when you downloaded it, you copy the file, and then you open your data file, go into MQL4, indicators, and then you right-click and paste, okay? And then you close that off, and then you open up your navigator, just to show you again where navigator is in case you go into view, navigator, okay? And then you just right-click and refresh, okay? And then you should be able to find it in your, here we go, Bollinger Bandwidth, okay? And then you literally just click left click on it and drag it into whichever of the indicator boxes you want it in, okay? And that's it. Hope that was useful. No, there's no DLL. You don't need to allow DLL for anything. That was only for our very first trial indicator we used, and it just was slowing up the system so much we used a different system after that. So you don't need to allow DLL for any of our indicators. The clock is ticking, but that's about it. Okay, yeah, and then you go into let's just click on it, and then you go into levels and you have to add. So you click add and then set it at 0.0005 and then add again 0.008. Change the color here of style to red from silver. Click OK and you're done. See, unless you have a template, it won't do all of that. Normally, when you have a template, the template has all of the indicator levels already done. And once you've done it, you then have to, when you've got it and you've got your levels in, you then have to go up to charts, template, save template, and just rename it for whatever it's called at the moment. Yeah, you don't have to drag in each. All I do is I only do it in one. Okay. All I do is do it in one of the pairs, and then I adjust that one. So you go charts, indicator list. Sorry if I'm boring the rest of you. Bollinger Band, and then just put in levels. You might have to add it or adjust whatever's there. Just double click on it, on the number, and put in 0.0005, and then add again 0.008. Change the color to red. Click OK. And then after that, you save this template and just name it the same as what it is already. Okay. And after that, it's very simple. You just right click on all the others, right click template, and then click on whatever version you're using and do it for each one. Saves you so much time. Yeah. So you can either you see you can right click and up comes indicator list, and you just click on Bollinger Bandwidth. You don't even need to edit it because it'll come up anyway. Or you can click on edit, depends. For me it just comes up, and then just click on levels and then change those levels. No, there isn't at the moment. You have to add them in. You have to add them in. Add. Click add. See? Click add and it brings it up. And then you just edit that. There won't be any levels because you haven't added them in. Okay guys, it doesn't look good for us, does it? But, oh, something happened. Something's happened. No, it's ticking, but it's all wrong still. Bye, Dave. Okay. Why don't I just do it from the beginning? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. So if you just watch what I'm doing, okay? Just watch what I do, and you'll see. So I'm just deleting this. Okay. So now I have no Bollinger bandwidth there. So what I do is I go into my navigator, I find my Bollinger bandwidth. I'm just starting from the beginning, and I drag it in here. Okay, now up comes levels, what it does for me. Okay, tell me when you're ready. Okay, so you find Bollinger bandwidth, you drag it in to the box. Levels will come up. If not, click on levels, click on add. Double click there so you can edit. 0005 is your first level. Click on add again. 0.008. Okay, and go down to silver, where it says silver, change that to red, click OK, and voila, there it is. Job done. It's that simple. And with that, guys, look, we've hung around for over half an hour. There's no point. If you see it come back in a little while, let me know, and I'll come and do another session with anyone who wants to trade for a little while. But there's no point. Okay, Steph, if you're still having problems with it and you have TeamViewer 10, let me know, and I'll do it for you, because that lets me basically get into your computer and do it for you. Just watch the video a couple of times. It really isn't rocket science. It's pretty simple. Okay. All right, guys, I'm calling a halt. Sorry about that, but we'll be definitely back at 12, and if things come back later, we'll or before that, we might do it again. Sorry, Lisa, I know that's horrible for you to have to come out at this hour. I do appreciate it. All right, take care, guys. Bye.